turn up the volume. You're listening to the Tony Yard Dawg Yambini show right here on the Dig 69.6.
Yeah, it's just me. I always get what I want. Well, I'll tell you something. No. No, because it's you. You're the one that's confused. Because, no. Darik's working. Don't bring Darik into this. You don't bring Darik into this. Darik, are we on? Well, I said we need to establish a signal because you just hit the button and I never know when I'm on. Yeah, of course I can say some problematic shit. What, you stupid? You hear me talk? Well, anyway. Well, you always say I got 5 minutes, but it's never 5 minutes. Denise, shut your goddamn mouth. We're on? Okay. Welcome, everybody, to 69.6 DIK. And we're back in the world of sports. I am your guy, Tony Yard Dawg Yambini. And today's like any other day. Today is like any other day in the world of sports. Everything's going on. There's so much shit. They're telling me at the station I have to swear less because we don't have the technological abilities with me working from home because of my wife Denise's dialysis treatments and my my stepson running the boards over here doing that live editing. There's no dump button. I've never seen a radio show without a dump button, but here we are. So they told me a lot of bad language is getting through, and I gotta clean it up a bit. But that's showbiz. That's showbiz. Once the yard dog gets on the mic, you don't know what he's gonna say. That's the whole point. Well, anyways. Oh, man. Another NFL Sunday has passed us, huh? That's right. So we got to talk about my favorite team, the team I absolutely love and die for. My entire painstaking life has been with this team. One of the teams I follow very closely, my pride and joy, the New York Jets. I hate this team. Every moment of every day is just putting me through the ringer. I already got my wife yelling at me, Denise, in the other room, and she's still looking at me. Denise, wheel your ass into the other room before I lose my fucking shit. Wheel your ass in. Darik, get your mother, please. This team has gave me nothing but heart palpitations the last, since the beginning of the season. One of the teams I follow closely, the New York Jets. Where do I begin? I mean, geez. You fire Robert Saleh. He's the scapegoat, clearly, because Ben Ulbrich doesn't know how to run a team. This team could not find a dick in a dildo factory. That's how inept they are. I can't take it anymore. Woody Johnson's still number one on my list. Aaron Rodgers, I'm still convinced is working for the Israelis. And now we have Ben Ulbrich as the head coach. It doesn't make a difference. I think this guy, he can't focus on two things at once. He can't run the defense, and he can't run the whole football team. He played in the NFL, they said. It will be better, they said. Oh, yeah. I can't do it. So they go and get themselves Davante Adams. He's a handsome stallion frolicking into the prairie. So we go and get ourselves a big name receiver. I thought we had one with Garrett Wilson. But now teams are fielding him for trades. What am I supposed to believe anymore? It's like, what's next? The Easter Bunny's not real? I mean, Jesus. But here we go with the Jets again. They lost over in London and absolutely embarrassed themselves. They lost to the Steelers this past weekend. I don't want to think about this team anymore. I don't want to see this team anymore. But nonetheless, here they are. Aaron Rodgers is running the show. He really is. And maybe, I don't know, handing the keys over to this 38-year-old crumb bum asshole wasn't the right idea. Who's in charge here? I think that's the problem. And let me return to my previous point, if I may. Darik? What? What? Oh, she's crying now. Oh, yeah, she's going to put on a show. She's going to put on the show for everyone and his stepson. Oh. You're going to cut this out, right? Robert Saleh, very clearly the scapegoat. Now, we see that because you fired him. And the guy, listen, was he a great coach? I wouldn't say that. But clearly, he wasn't the problem. Oh, who would have known? The play calling. Oh, it was Nate Hackett. Now it's Todd Downing. Oh, that's going to change it. No, it didn't. I'm running out of patience. I really am. Unfortunately, I have to cover this bullshit fucking team as part of my daily schedule, which only brings me closer to putting hot metal through my skull. Please give me a Colt 45 lobotomy the next time I have to watch this team. Russell Wilson starts for the Steelers, which I'm not a fan of. Because you know why? The foot long used to be 12 inches. Now it's 11 and a half. You make it make sense, Russie. You make it make sense. Can't support a company like that. Can't support a man like that. But here we are. Russell Wilson, who looked pretty good in that game, who looked very good, comes in for Fieldsy. Fieldsy was fine. I don't know. It's a typical Steelers move to make, but Mike T does some crazy things. But here we are, and look, Russell Wilson slapped you around on primetime football. What else do I need to say? Let's take a look at the scores here. We got to refresh Daddy on what's going on. And the Steelers, 37-15. A pounding. And now, I didn't mention, Hassan Reddick finally crawled out of the cave and back onto the football field. This is a clown show. I don't want them even. They should be demoted to the UFL just to spare us from having to watch this horrible team play football. I'm over it. Are they going to get any better? Let's see. Let's look at who they play next week. So in week 8, the Jets play the Patriots. Can you grab a win from Drake May? I don't even know who these receivers are he's throwing to. These guys could be the janitors for all we know. These guys could be the janitors at Gillette Stadium. And they may as well be, because these guys suck. Drake May is on his own. Gerard Mayo's days are numbered. I don't care if it's his first season as the coach for the Patriots. It doesn't matter. The Patriots are a mess. You need to get the win over them. You already beat them already. You beat Jacoby Brissett. Drake May. It's the same team. But I gotta get off the Jets because, oh God, they're gonna give me agita. Let's transition. I mentioned the Bills. The Bills, one of my other teams. I really love Joshy. He's big. He's handsome. Keep him away from my wife. He should be the MVP of the league. There, I said it. I don't give a shit about Lamar. Patrick Mahomes doesn't know his ass from his toenails. Okay? Scumbag. Bozo. Asshole. I don't need him anymore. Josh Allen, that big, bulky white boy, is the league MVP. I said it. The Bills beat the Jets last week. It was an ugly game. More flags than a pride rally. Okay? I said flags. Unwatchable football last Monday, was it? Yes? Okay. Unwatchable. Complete trash. Ass. Garbage. Wipe your ass with it. Throw it in the garbage. Throw it out. It's ridiculous. The Bills go and get themselves Amari Cooper. Perfect move at the right time. They get him for basically nothing. The Browns, another a galaxy brain decision by the Browns. They paid this guy basically his entire fucking salary as a signing bonus. The Bills get Amari Cooper for a bag of milk and some weed. That's what else? Nothing. They had to pay nothing for this guy. And the perfect move. The Bills wide receiver core. In hindsight's 2020. I don't want to come after Brandon Beane and nothing, but you look at it. Going into the year, I don't know what we were smoking at that time. Personally, I could tell you I was smoking PCP, but that's just me. At that time, we really thought, some of us thought, this will be okay. This will be all right. We don't have to worry about nothing. Keon Coleman was getting flaunted everywhere as the next NFL superstar. And I love the kid. I really do. He just had a big game, over 100 yards and a touchdown against Tennessee. Love the kid. He's hilarious. Might be autistic, but he's hilarious. We really thought that the Bills were going to be just dandy with who they had. We quickly realized they weren't going to be. Mac Hollins, your days are numbered, kid. I mean, Jesus. Love the guy. Crazy, hippie, weirdo, the whole foot thing. I love feet as much as the next guy. Wasn't working. They go and get themselves Amari Cooper. Bean makes the call to Andrew Berry. He says, You got what I need. I'll give you a 3rd-round pick, or maybe a 2nd-round pick. So we take him from the Browns, which he was dead to rights. The Browns aren't going anywhere. They just got the biggest blessing of all time from the football gods, taking Deshaun Watson's Achilles and ripping it in half. The only better thing that could have happened to Browns fans is if his legs fell off mid-stride on the turf in Cleveland Browns Stadium. This is a blessing. First pass to him was a drop. That's okay. Then the kid, you saw the highlight. We're in the red zone. He doesn't even know the fucking playbook yet. Keon Coleman's like, like you do when you're a kid. You just hold the football. Like, I want you to go here, and then you go here. Keon Coleman goes, just run a slant right to the goal line. You'll be fine. He does it. Boom. First touchdown. I mean, Amari Cooper, he's been around the block. This dude, he's quiet. He looks like kind of a handsome guy from like a 1960s movie. Quiet guy. He's not going to say much. But damn, is he good, and this is just what the Bills need. They started off slow against Tennessee. I didn't like it. But guess what? Second half, they came to play, and Joshy was on fire. The team, look, they're not the 2020 Bills, okay? They're not going to wow you. But they do exactly what they need to do with what they've got, and they barely have a defense. Sean McDermott's been on the hot seat amongst the fans, but he's really held this defense together. Terrell Bernard comes back. Balls out, got injured again, but I don't want to think about it. The Bills are steamrolling right now, and they got Seattle next week, so we're going to see what happens. Into a beautiful time of the year. It's hockey season, everybody. Hockey season. My favorite hockey team is the Buffalo Sabres. And guess what? They look like shit again. Damn it. I really thought this year would be different. I really did. But they look like shit. They won against Chicago the other night. I love it, but the power play, Lindy, baby, can we get the power play going? He had a quote. He said, I'm sure we'll get it fixed by the end of the year. We're going to have to score. Get it fixed. We had Matt Ellis ruining the power play last year, and the whole season was a wash, so we were like, keep your job. It's fine. Now we have you. You were our beacon of hope. Can we get a little bit of hope? That's all I'm asking. But anyways, hockey season. Utah Hockey Club might be my favorite to win the Western Conference. And they don't even have a team name. I guess you don't need one when you're pretty good and you actually have young talent that is coming alive. Logan Cooley, the other ones. They know how to play hockey. And fuck you, Arizona. We don't need this shit. But with that being said, let's take a caller. We got Joey Sepia on the line. He's on the New York State Thruway. Let's hear what he's got to say. Joey!
Hey, this is Joey Sepia. I'm cousin to Chad Michael Murray from Grand Island. A-list actor, B-list lover. I think for me, I'm just calling in, because, when the fuck are the Sabres gonna be good, huh? When?
Okay, all right. Thank you, Joey. Oh, God. Darik. Put down your Nintendo Switch and look at me. If you let schizophrenic weirdos call into the show one more fucking time, I'm gonna blow your head clean off. And if you tell your mother I said that, I'm gonna blow her head off too. Stop letting weirdos call the show. They're screaming into the mic. It hurts my ears. Joey, what can I say? Look, I just went on a rant about the Sabres. And I agree with everything you're saying. I also want the Sabres to be good. Dylan Cousins looks like a shell of himself. We got guys on the fourth line with names I can't pronounce. It's very hard for me. We're waiting for these stars to come alive. I don't think we have what we think we have. I don't think we have a top line center. Tage Thompson, look, he's great. Dylan Cousins, okay. But Cousins went to the World Tournament for Team Canada, played wing, scored a fuck ton of goals. Then you got Tage Thompson. He'd probably be better on the wing. It was a nice project by the Donnie Meatballs to move him to center. It's, these guys are fine players, but it's not working out. Can we move these kids to the wing? I mean, geez. It wouldn't hurt us to go out and get a top of the line center. Who that is, I don't know. We're going to have to let it play out. If Kevin Adams still has his job by the trade deadline, we might see something. If he can pull his balls out of Terry Pegula's purse, or vice versa. If Terry Pegula can pull his balls out of Kevin Adams' purse, and we can actually make some moves. I like this McLeod kid. He's got speed. He's got chutzpah. And I like his jib. If they can play as a unit. McLeod, another young guy, hasn't had much playing time in the league, but I like his speed, and he's actually scored a couple goals, I believe. The fourth line, like I said, these dudes, their names look like if I ate alphabet soup and shit it out. But you know what? We'll see. I still don't think we have any tough guys. I'd trade a first-round pick for Ryan Reeves this very second. I would, God, I don't know. If we had someone like Jacob Trouba, it'd be a world of difference. But we don't. And I'm just a dreamer. I'm just a believer. That's hockey preview. That's the most I can into. Congrats to Sidney Crosby and Malkin for recording whatever they did the other night against the Sabres. I don't even want to think about it. Now let's move into this next topic because, God, the station wants me to talk about it, and the sports world won't shut the hell up about it. Bronny James Jr. This kid should be shot into the sun. He should be in the G League at best or playing professional Call of Duty for $80K a year. This kid can't hoop. In his first game, he plays 3 minutes. It is 0 for 2. Fuck this kid, and fuck LeBron James for putting this shit in front of my eyeballs again. He should have watched my show when he saw the New York Jets and how they take my soul and rip it in half. I like basketball. Sue me. I don't want to see LeBron James bring in his kid and his wife and his mom and his dad to play on the team. Forgive me. I know I respect what he's done for the game. I'd be the first one to say that. Michael Jordan didn't bring his kids into the game. He didn't put his kids on the Bulls or the Wizards. And by the Wizards, he probably could have, and nobody would have gave a fuck. But I don't like it. What's next, huh? Carmelo Anthony brings his son. I know he's not playing anymore. This experiment is going to utterly fuck the Lakers. And not that they were doing so great. I talk about another team that has all the pieces but can't put it together and can't have success. Now, you're playing Bronny over 3 guys that are on the bench that are experienced NBA players. And I don't care that Ken Griffey Jr. and Sr. were in the crowd. It's a nice story. He should have played one game and they cut him. It should have been a Make-A-Wish thing. Hey, Bronny, come play with your dad. It's his last season, whatever. Then, boom, he's gone. He's in China. He's going to play for the Shanghai Sharks. I don't like it one bit. This kid should be on the South Bay Lakers in the G League, and even that's a stretch. He should be the 12th man. I wouldn't even make him the mascot, and the Lakers don't even have a mascot. Sorry, everybody. Listen, I don't want to be angry anymore. I really don't want to be angry anymore. I really don't. But, my wife Denise on the dialysis, and, I could be nicer to her. I really could. This isn't who I used to be. I used to be fun and handsome and thin and breedable. I didn't always scream at my wife and his stepson and question my sexuality like this. Michelle of who I used to be. They used to say, Tony, you're the best. Tony, I love listening to your show. Back when I was on the big show. Now I'm on this internet radio and I'm doing it over Zoom. I used to be somebody. I really did. With that being said, let's move on to something a little bit more cheery. The New York Yankees are in the World Series against the LA Dodgers. Fuck them. I love Shohei Ohtani. Beautiful man, pitcher, hitter, Asian. He's perfect. The Yankees are in the World Series, and God, maybe I'll tune back into baseball because it's so goddamn boring. I love baseball. I respect baseball. I grew up playing baseball. But goddamn, does baseball suck sometimes. I'm locked in, though. I'm locked in, baby. It's the Bronx Bombers all the way. Aaron Judge, beautiful man. Very tall. Keep him away from my wife. Juan Soto, the whole crew. I love it. Coast to coast. It almost was a Subway Series. Shout out 9/11. But now it is Yankees, Dodgers, coast to coast action. We're going to love it. We love baseball, and that's going to be exciting. But now we got to get into a tradition unlike any other. My NFL Week 8 speed picks. Oh, God. Well, here goes nothing, everybody. We had a great week of football this past week. I feel like we're seeing teams become who they become, locked into who they are. We're seeing what they're made of. NFL Week 8. Thursday night football. We got Vikings, Rams. The Rams, there's rumors they want to trade Matt Stafford. If they do that, I will sit in front of SoFi Stadium and light myself on fire like a Vietnam protest. I don't think you should do that. It makes zero sense. The Vikings have came back down to earth a little bit. But let me tell you something. The line right now is -3 for Minnesota. The over-under is 48.5. I'm going to take the Rams to cover. +3. I think, for whatever reason, if they get Cooper Kupp back, and they better not trade him to the Steelers, like they've been saying on Bush Mob, or I swear to God, I'll find where Mike Tomlin lives, and I'll... Rams +3 if Cooper Kupp plays and Puka Nacua plays and all the other people. But that Pookie, Snooki, and the whole Jersey Shore. Then we got Sunday, 4:05. The Buffalo Bills take on the Seattle Seahawks. The Bills are -3 right now, 46.5. I'm going to take the over and the Bills -3. I don't give a shit. They're going to kick the crap out of the Seahawks and throw the totem pole into the Puget Sound. The putrid sound, that's what they should call it. I'm taking the Bills all day. I gotta ride with my team and my favorite chubby white boy, Josh Allen. I love him. Keep him away from my wife. Then we got, we got the Jets and the Patriots. Absolute ugly football isn't coming. Absolute ugly in football isn't coming. But we got the Jets -7. -7 over under 40.5. Give me the Patriots to cover. I think they're going to put Aaron Rodgers' dick in the dirt. I don't see Devontae Adams popping off. Hassan Reddick is going to be fat and out of shape. It's going to take him till week 17 to learn how to run straight. I'm going to take the Patriots +7. That spread's way too big, especially at MetLife. The dump. It looks like a can of tuna ripped open and some homeless guy from the Bronx shit on it. Now we got Eagles visiting the Bengals. Cincinnati's -2.5. The over-under's 47.5. 1 o'clock on Sunday. Listen. The Eagles are fucking frauds. Nick Sirianni is an absolute bozo, and he's from the same region of the country. Rustbelt boy from Jamestown, New York. He's a disgrace. With that being said, I'm taking the Bengals. +2.5. Make it 3 for all I care. I think the Bengals are going to show them, hey, this is what a real football team looks like. You fucking frauds. Then we got the Green Bay Packers go to Jacksonville. Jacksonville, one of the most disappointing teams I've seen in the last 30 years. The spread is Green Bay -4. The over-under is 49.5. I hated the way the Packers wore white, stupid fucking helmets last week. I don't like it. I like tradition. I'm a man of tradition. I don't like it. They're called winter warning. It was 70 degrees. Get your heads on straight. If they can wear the right helmets, if they come out of the locker room wearing the yellow lids, I think they beat the Jaguars by 10 or more, 15 or more. I don't care. I'm taking the Packers -4. The over-under, I'm taking the under. Don't go over that. But they're going to smoke the Jaguars. They're going to smoke the Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence, get the fuck out of here. I don't care that they won last week in London town. Doesn't matter. I don't care. Next up, we got the Tennessee Titans visiting the Motor City to take on the Lions. The Lions are favored in -11. Over under 44.5. Give me both. I saw what the Titans were made of this weekend when they played my Buffalo Bills. And they suck. They're ass. Tony Pollard's alright, but the rest of them suck. Mason Rudolph, the red zone reindeer, can kiss my ass. He kicked the ball 20 yards right to the Bills last week. The kid's a dumbass. I'm going to take the Lions -11. They're going to smoke them. The Lions might be my NFC Super Bowl pick. Might be. If I might be, I mean they are. Next, we go to Tampa Bay. Atlanta visits Tampa Bay. The Falcons are -2.5. Over-under 46.5. Give me the over. I think when these teams meet, NFC South teams are weird and strange. When they meet each other, it's like they're playing on crack cocaine. Give me the over. I'm going to stay away from the spread. It's going to be a great game at the 1 o'clock window on Fox. Next up, we got the Arizona Cardinals head to Miami, the cocaine capital of the world. I don't know if that's correct or not. I haven't done coke since 1978. But here we are, Miami. They suck. They suck so bad. And why is Tua above wearing a Guardian cap? This kid, you're the cap. You're a joke. This kid's head's gonna get torn clean off his body playing this defense. Just kidding. The Cardinals have a horrible defense. But either way, Tua, I don't know what to tell you, kid. I really don't. If Tua plays, there might be a semblance of hope. But until I see otherwise, I'm taking the Cardinals +3.5. That one might come back on me. But let's see. We gotta see. We gotta hold the faith. Ravens at Browns. Oh, God. Here we go. The Browns took play calling duties away from Kevin Stefanski and gave him to Ken Donkey. Oh, I meant Dorsey. Absolute joke. When he was the offensive coordinator for the Buffalo Bills, my life was hell until they let him go and gave him some mercy. The combo of Ken Dorsey and Deshaun Watson would have been an absolute Chernobyl dumpster fire, love canal level, horrible event. Thank God Deshaun Watson got hurt. He's the only guy you can openly wish injury upon because he's injured so many minds of innocent women in the Houston area. Fuck him. I have 2 daughters, Deshaun. I have 2 daughters, and I wouldn't let you near either one of them. The Ravens. And I have all respect for Jameis Winston on the Browns. The Ravens are going to destroy the Cleveland Browns. -9. The Baltimore Ravens are -9. The over-under is 44.5. I think the Ravens are going to steamroll Cleveland and turn them back into the little turds that they are. Give me -9 and the over. Now let's go to this next game. A team that's playing like absolute poo-poo crap, but has a good record, is the Indianapolis Colts. Put in Joe Flacco if you want to save your lives. Blink twice, blah, blah. We got Houston. CJ Stroud had a shit week last week. He was on my fantasy team, got me 1 point. It's complete and utter bullshit. But guess what? They're back. New week. New week. Houston's -5. The over-under is 45.5. I'm going to take Houston just out of respect for what they've done. I think they'll turn it around in a divisional game. Tony Rich, Anthony Richardson. I love this kid. I like his build, his size, the way he can run, but this guy can't throw the football unless it's 90 yards that way. He can't hit. If I was standing right here and you were right there and I'm this close to him, he'd throw it behind him. He'd shit himself. He'd throw it this way, that way. He wouldn't know what to do. So give me the Texans -5 at home versus the Colts. This next game might be complete doo-doo ass. The Saints visit the Chargers. I'm sure they'll take over the stadium. The Chargers are -7. The over-under is 40. I'll take the over, but I'm staying away from this because the Chargers, that spread is way too big. Because the Chargers should be a good spread, but it's not. Because the Chargers suck, and so do the Saints. Is Derek Carr even playing? Is Taysom Hill going to play quarterback? Is is Archie Manning going to play quarterback? I don't know, but I'm staying away from it. Bears Commanders, this game, and my friend Rasmus, this one goes out to you. The Bears have a chance to do something special because the Commanders have been the wonderkins of the entire league. Everyone's been on Jaden Daniels' nuts like it's going out of style. I think since he's injured, he hurt his rib. Last time I pulled a rib, I was at Outback Steakhouse. The Bears are going to win this one. -3. Over under 43.5. I think the over's going to hit, and I think the spread is good for the Chicago Bears, -3. I think it'll be close still. Marcus Mariota put up some points last week. It was against the Panthers, but I think Mariota, it's not going to be enough, kid. I think it'll be close. It'll be a fun, spunky game, but let me take the Bears, -3. Next up, oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, don't make me watch this game. It's the Broncos and the Panthers. Oh, Jesus. Like that. Definitely, kid. Come here. Oh. The Panthers and the Broncos. The Broncos can be fun. They're like... Let me tell you guys a story. The Broncos are like this girl. This girl I met in junior high, she was Puerto Rican. Her name was Vanessa, I believe. Yes, it was Vanessa. And God, was she beautiful. She was beautiful. We had a love that burned so bright. It lasted all summer. We would travel, we'd sit outside, we'd stare at each other for hours. But she was also fucking crazy. She ruined me and my image of myself. That's what the Broncos do. They're 4-3, so in your head you're like, oh, they must be good. But then when you watch them play, you're like, this team is ass. Bo Nix is a crackhead. They play the Panthers, who kind of bounced back for like a week, 2 weeks. Andy Dalton, I love you. Bryce Young, they want to trade him. Who's going to take him? This kid's going to be playing for the Montreal Alouettes next summer. The Broncos are going to win, but I'm going to take the Panthers to cover +10 in Denver. I don't know why. I know they just got blown out, but this game's got a funky feeling to me. I don't know. The Broncos, they don't know what they want to be. Are they good? Are they bad? Are they... I don't know. But take the Panthers +10. Now, a game that might be spunky, and you're not going to like what I'm going to say. You're really not going to like it. But the Chiefs go to visit the Raiders. The Raiders are ass. There's no two ways around it. They suck. But here's the thing. They've been giving the Chiefs fits. Now, you remember, on Mush Mob last year, they predicted that the Raiders would beat the Chiefs. Things get funky in divisional matchups. You remember that. Look, this is not going to be popular by any means, okay? People are going to trash me on Twitter and the other one, and they're going to get on my space, and they're going to trash me. I don't read comments. I actually don't run my own social media. Darik does that, and he has been posting hate speech. My Twitter was taken down. It's besides the point. Look who they got running it. I mean, he's an ass. But the Raiders are gonna cover in Vegas against the Chiefs. Book it now. The spread is -10 according to ESPN, and I say fuck them. I say fuck them because you know why? The Raiders might even win this game. They're gonna, I know, hey, listen, I can hear you guys through the screen. I know Hopkins just got traded there, but I really think that's not gonna make a big difference. The Raiders are going to beat the Chiefs this weekend in Vegas. I don't know how. I don't know. Aiden O'Connell, I think, got hurt. They signed Desmond Ridder. Desmond Ridder is ass. But look, even though he's a scumbag bozo asshole, I think the Raiders can win. Call me crazy. Call me crazy, but book it. Let's move on before I start having a conniption. The 49ers and the Cowboys. If this isn't the fucking fraud bowl, I don't know what is. San Francisco's favored in -4.5. The over-under is 46.5. Ridiculous. Let me just say something while we're on the topic. Jerry Jones. You're a scumbag asshole, bozo asshole scumbag. He turned 130 years old last week, and the Detroit Lions, the Motor City Kitties, smeared their ass all over on national television. 47-9. Dan Campbell's revenge was sweet. It was sweet to watch. We all hate the Cowboys. They say they're America's team, but they're not even Afghanistan's team. This team sucks. They're a fraud, much like every other year. And they're never going to get it together. They're never going to get it together. 49ers are dealing with their own issues right now. And Debo has pneumonia. My thoughts and my prayers are with you. But listen, Brock Purdy, he's going to hold you in any game. This kid is so fucking weird. He's a little weirdo, but he's going to hold you in there. Give me San Francisco -4.5 all day. They're going to wipe the floor with the Cowboys. This won't even be competitive. Now, you hope it is. It's 8:20 on the cock. We're the dick, they're the cock. Peacock, NBC, 8:20. You watch America and the Rustbelt Nation. I know you're behind me. The 49ers are going to wipe the floor with the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones, we know where you were when they desegregated the Dallas schools, or whatever the hell you grew up. Arkansas. We knew where you were when they desegregated the Arkansas schools. We know where you were. There's pictures and documents. Finally, Monday Night Football. This matchup is disgusting, but it might be spunky. We got the Giants visiting the Pittsburgh Steelers at Acrisure, formerly known as Heinz Field. Now I gotta ride with my Steelers. They're one of my teams. The spread is 6.5. That should be 20. Give me -20 for the Steelers. The Steelers defense is going to rip Daniel Jones' limbs. They're gonna rip him in half. They're gonna take Daniel Jones, they're gonna flip him around and shake him for all his lunch money. TJ Watt's gonna be like, give me it. I want all that. Give me it. Give me your pants. Take off your pants and give them to me. They're gonna absolutely annihilate Daniel Jones. The running backs for the Giants are actually not half bad. Malik Neighbors is a sweet, sweet addition to the Giants. I don't care. Russell Wilson, Justin Fields, it doesn't matter. They kind of play the same anyway. I mean, not like when you watch, but the stats, whatever. The Steelers are going to wipe the floor with the Giants on defense alone. And the Steelers have actually been putting up points the last couple of weeks. I mean, they put up 37 against the Jets. That's nothing to shake your dick at, as I like to say. But they're going to wipe the floor with the Giants. You watch, because New York football can never just be easy. And then I listen to all the other stations bitch. I'm bitching, my wife's bitching, my stepson's a fucking idiot. The Steelers, minus 6.5 over the Giants. And you know what? Give me the over. I know with the Steelers, you usually bet the under, but give me the over. It's 36.5. I think the Steelers are going to blow them out. That is my Week 8 pick. My Week 8 picks for the NFL this Sunday. Let me give you one college one, too. Let me give you one college one while we're at it. Listen. Division III football is the greatest rush I've ever felt since I did heroin with David Bowie in '86. Alfred State against Anna Maria. Alfred State is +6 against Anna Maria on the road. Give me Alfred State. They're going to win. They're going to wipe the floor with Anna Maria. And guess what? We're also looking at Worcester against Oberlin. Worcester, get your shit together. That's two horrible matchups. 1-6 against 0-6. Oberlin's 0-6. Worcester, you gotta get your second win against Oberlin. Let's take a look. Then we got, John Hopkins against Ursinus. Johns Hopkins football, 5-1. Ursinus is 6-0. Primetime matchup. Give me Johns Hopkins as the underdog. And I just want to thank everybody for sticking with me. I really do. You know, my wife being sick, Darik being a dumbass. I haven't seen my two daughters in a long time. But you guys are my family. 69.6 DIK is my family. The Rustbelt is my family, and I'm not going anywhere. The station wants to take me off. They want to take me off the air because I swear too much and I don't say the right things. I'm not going to. Thank you.
Tony Yard Dawg Yambini Show right here on the Dick 69.6.